York.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Tuesday to you. I'm meteorologist Brian James. Let's talk about what's going on weather-wise. We still have some lake effect bands to deal with for tonight through about the afternoon tomorrow. But by, say, late tonight through the morning hours tomorrow, we're going to have more of a northwest wind developing, and that's going to push that lake effect band a little farther back to the west. We have a chance for more snow arriving on Thursday, though, and then we have a weekend cold front coming in. That's going to bring another round of snow and another shot of cold Arctic air as well. Do have a lake effect snow warning in effect, northern Oneida County, then up towards Watertown. Syracuse and Utica proper, winter weather advisory, just less accumulations of snow from that lake effect band. Most of it's going to be a bit farther north, but since it has sloshed a little farther south, Weather Service has added on southern parts of Oneida County back over towards Syracuse for that winter weather advisory. Temperatures a mix of teens and 20s right now. You factor in the wind, and wind chill values drop down to single digits to some teens. It feels like 3 in Utica, feels like 10 in Scranton, feels like 4 in Buffalo. So for right now, we still have this lake effect band dropping a bunch of snow, at least bursts of heavier snow just to the north of I-90. Just north of Syracuse. This will kind of waffle back and forth, but as I mentioned, as we get more of a northwest wind developing, that's going to push that lake effect band farther south. And that's because the storm system is moving off to the east and south, a clipper system, and that's going to bring the winds back around to the northwest as we go through the afternoon tomorrow. So our chances for snow will still be there tomorrow. Also Thursday and Friday, some additional snow showers. And then by Saturday, we're talking about that next storm system coming in, and that's going to bring another round of snow, and then we'll likely have lake effect bands develop in its wake. Temperature-wise, we'll be in the low 20s tomorrow, mid-20s on Thursday, near freezing Friday. A brief melting period on Saturday with highs in the upper 30s. It's not going to last long. Cold front comes in. We drop back down to 20 Sunday, then teens Monday, and eventually work our way back to around 20 by the middle part of next week after a high of only 10 or so on Tuesday. Tomorrow, winds won't be as strong, 5 to 15 miles an hour for the most part, more like 10 to 15. That's going to keep wind chill values single digits to around 10, 11 degrees in the afternoon. So yeah, it is still going to be cold. Make sure you bundle up, dress in layers, try to limit the amount of time you spend outdoors. Here's what we have going on overnight tonight. There's that lake effect band getting pushed to the south, and notice the northwest wind, so now it's back farther west. 16 degrees to start the day on Wednesday. In the afternoon, we're only going to be around 15 degrees, so we'll briefly top out around 20 or so and then drop back down into the teens. As we go through early on Thursday, you can see cloud cover certainly sticking around 18 degrees, and then watch back to the west. You're going to see some of that snow develop and work its way in by Thursday afternoon. Mid-20s for a high. Scattered snow showers, not really much lake enhancement from this because the wind direction won't be quite right. But there's still some spots that could pick up a quick little burst of snow through Friday morning. 1 to 2 to 3 inches of accumulation, fairly common across most of the area. Just be careful driving around. Overnight tonight, single digits to teens. We'll see wind chill values dropping down to single digits. Certainly northwest wind at 5 to 15. A few snow showers to the north. Otherwise, mostly cloudy. Teens and 20s for the day tomorrow. Lake effect bands will taper off. Will still stay mostly cloudy. And that chance for snow hangs around Thursday, Friday. Here comes that next cold front Saturday, turning colder as we go through Sunday and early next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Brian. Coming up on Eyewitness News, more.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Tuesday night to you. I'm meteorologist Brian James. Weather headlines: lake effect snow will continue through about tomorrow afternoon, although most of us are going to see it wrap up as we head through tonight and early tomorrow. We have a chance for more snow coming on Thursday, though. And then we have a weekend cold front. That's going to bring a shot of cold air and, you guessed it, more snow. Also, lake effect bands will likely develop in the wake of that next cold front as well. Still have a lake effect snow warning in effect from the I-81 corridor off to the east northern parts of Oneida County. They have added southern Oneida County and off to the east and over back towards Syracuse, added to a winter weather advisory for some of those lake effect bands that have been kind of sloshing a little farther south and depositing some snow along the I-90 corridor. Temperature-wise right now, a mix of teens to near 20 degrees, and you factor in the wind and wind chill values drop down to around 0 to a little bit below 0 in a few spots. Feels like 3 in Pittsburgh right now, feels like 6 in Syracuse, and it feels like 9 in Albany. Now, as we head through tonight, you can see some of the lake effect snow showers that are still ongoing, but notice how they're kind of getting pushed a little farther down to the south. That's because northwest winds are starting to develop. You can see more of that northwest wind starting to push those bands even farther south across Lake Ontario, Lake Erie as well. That fetch is different, so we are going to see the lake effect bands kind of taper off a bit as we head through tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, a few more snow showers. Most organized system snow will come on Saturday, then some more lake effect bands will be possible after that. Now, in terms of temperatures, low 20s to mid 20s tomorrow and Thursday. Back in the 30s, briefly near freezing Friday. Should have a little bit of melting take place Saturday. It's not going to last very long. Cold front comes in. We drop back down 20 teens to around 20 degrees Sunday through the middle part of next week. So that blast of cold air is certainly going to be felt. Winds won't be as strong tomorrow, mostly between about 10 and 15 miles an hour, but that will still keep wind chill values single digits in the morning to around 10, 11 degrees in the afternoon. To make sure you bundle up and limit the amount of time you spend outside if you can. Here's what we have going on for tonight. There's that lake effect band. Notice how quickly it tapers off, and now that we have the northwest wind, you can see some of the lake effect snow impacting areas closer to Syracuse. Around 16 degrees to start the day. Temperatures climb to around 20 briefly, then drop back down to about 15 degrees in the afternoon. So it is going to be cold again. Here comes some more of that snow by Thursday, mainly back to the west and northwest initially. We'll start the day dry, just cloudy, around 18 degrees, but in the afternoon, here comes some of that snow coming across. Snow showers, don't expect a whole lot of accumulation with this. 26 for the high on Thursday. Now, some spots could pick up in excess of 4 to 5 inches of accumulation as we head through Friday morning. Most of us, 1 inch to 2 inches. Again, not a ton of snow, but enough that it could cause some roads to get a little slick, so slow down, be careful. Single digits to around 10 degrees to the northeast. Everybody else teens to near 20 for tonight. Northwest winds at 5 to 15. And then tomorrow, we're looking for less snow, mostly cloudy sky. Teens to low 20s for high temperatures. Northwest wind at 10 to 15 will keep wind chill values in the single digits to around 10 degrees. We climb to the low 30s by Friday, upper 30s Saturday with snow moving back in. Then we turn colder with some lake effect bands likely redeveloping Sunday into early next week. Back to you.
Well, coming up next, I've got